majority or many times we've heard when the government has been posed questions, are we acting on the base or the tune of the IMF? The governments in power have always said, no, we are not doing it. We are not acting based on the tunes of the IMF, and we have never done it. We've seen this happening since 2005. However, this time around, the tone has changed. Right. Even today, when Ranil Wickremesinghe enters Parliament, he said, if we don't do this, we won't get the second tranche from the IMF. If we don't get the second tranche of the IMF, we are going to be in the rut again.
Yes.
So now it's very evident that whatever regulations stipulated by the IMF, we seem to be adhering to it.
Yeah.
Must we do that as a nation?
One, I think we should first of all go back to the second review which the IMF gave, where they basically highlighted the fact that we need to, or Sri Lanka needs to raise its tax revenue by around 15%. When a government does not get its revenue in the form of taxes, the tax revenue which it should have been getting, there is a particular limit to its expenditure cuts, because they can't keep on slashing its estimated expenditure. What they do is they have to borrow. So when they are not getting the income source which they should have been getting, they will have to resort to increased internal or external borrowing. So this tax evasion is right at the center of this debt crisis which we are facing, because the numbers are also very huge. And we also, I think, have to take into account the present value of this evasion. The present value of this evasion should be much larger, because this, as far as I know, it's not obviously the inland revenue is only giving an estimate of the evaded taxes which they fail to pay. So we have to also take into account the present value of this. Say, for instance, now the inland revenue recorded in 2014 sorry this evaded amount to be around 240 billion, roughly in this range. So now that has accumulated up to 944 in the rest of the 9 years. So now that 244 that was just lying there 10 years ago, we can't say it's the same value. After 10 years, the value has actually increased. Apart from the taxes that have not been paid, that accumulated on top of it, the 10 years ago what that was evaded has again increased in value because of inflation and so on, and we know the time value of money. So all that should be taken into account when they're addressing this problem.